All right, folks, we're going to change the windshield from stock to this Puig. And so once it gets installed, it looks like it should be, that's probably right about 2 inches with a little extra wind protection over here. So let's get started with the install, and we're going to use a 2mm Allen key to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. It looks like it's an easy, straightforward install, but you never know, right? There could be some danger lurking somewhere. Hopefully not, but you never know. Okay, so that comes right out, and looks like there's 2 washers here, so you want to be careful that you don't lose those 2 washers. It should pop out. Or not. There we go. Ooh, yeah, see that thing just come loose, so we need to pick up this one. Okay, I retrieved these, and so when we go back in there, we're going to have to place them carefully. That's 2. That's 3. That's 2. That wasn't too bad. And 6. Perfect. All right. So now I'm going to have to slide them in. And the good news is that I did manage to slide this in with the rubber nuts in place. And so what I did do is I loosened up these 2. You may or may not have to, but there are 2 10mm nuts, 2 over here and 2 over here inside. So I just loosened them up to where I had a little bit more space, and then I dabbed the flat side of those washers with a little bit of 3-in-1 oil so that it slid into place a little easier than it would have without it. So the windshield is in place. All we've got to do is to go ahead and reinsert these screws and tighten them up. This reservoir with the original windshield, it's really difficult to get there and open these screws, but with this extra space, it's going to be much easier. Open these screws in case you want to do any work with your brake. Right now, actually, I'm thinking there's too much of brake fluid, because it should be between the minimum, the max, and this thing is above the max level. So on the hot Texas heat, it's not going to have any room to expand. So I'm going to be opening these 2 screws and sucking out a little bit of that brake fluid. And I'm going to be pleased, I think, with this Puig windshield, because it gives me a little extra room to get in there and do that kind of stuff. Okay, but this is about the windshield, and so let's stay on task. Okay, I think it looks really, really nice. It's a slightly smoked version of the Puig screen, so it's not the clear version that the OEM is. And I'll remove this sticker, but let me go ahead and tighten these two bolts and then we'll go out for a ride. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So to quickly summarize, you would open these 6 screws. You want to be careful. There are 2 washers for each screws. And then when you yank it out, the original mirror, the original windshield, the well nuts over here, you got to be careful because they're probably going to be left behind. I used a needle nose pliers to pull those out and then reinsert them into the new windshield. And pushing them back in, I had a tough time. So I actually loosened out these 2 nuts over there to give me a little extra room, a little extra flexibility. I applied a little bit of oil on the washers so that it slid in. And then basically tightened up the screws. And that's pretty much it. Of course, don't forget to go back and tighten these 2 nuts. So thanks for watching. See you.